your players recovered, and you talked about recovery just in terms of that tight turnaround. Any personnel issues to talk about? So how's Eccles, for example?
Yeah, Josh had a big problem in his glute, which we are managing, and hopefully he comes out and trains this morning, and then we'll work out whether he's ready for the game. Same with Victor Talk, his ankle, which is a sore ankle, so we'll train this morning and see how it works out. And then the general group are recovering, hardly anything on the pitch. We've got in place our recovery, which I think we're trying to improve all the time here in terms of make sure that we recover the players to their optimum. But in a tight turnaround, you do everything you can and hope that the players are in as good a condition as can be.
Is there any update on Rodoni?
No, not at the minute. He's not available and won't be for weeks. I said the same last time.
So there's not been results of scans or anything like that?
He's got a calf injury, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's still weeks, it's not months?
No, not months, but weeks. But okay. we have to see. We have to see. I don't want to comment more on that.
No, that's fine. I have to ask.
I know.
International break coming up. Maybe if I can ask you a bit about the work that you'll be doing, but if I can just focus on Jay Silva, Haji Wright just for the moment, both getting call-ups. Obviously, I don't need to tell you this, what it feels like to put on your country's shirt. So how are they reacting to having had that call-up? And also just, does it change their mentality when they're here, knowing that they've got that? Does it give a lift?
Well, I'm sure it gives a lift of some sort. I'm not sure about Jay. Jay's pretty regular in going with Wales, and Jay's very low maintenance, very easy going. So
he's going to be playing against England, though, isn't he?
Yeah, same thing for me. I'll watch the game maybe more closely than I may do if there's another game. But I'm pleased for him, and he's playing really well at the moment, which is all I care about. And so if they get recognition to play for the country, great. That's a real positive in their mindsets. And as I say, Jay just kind of gets on with it. Haji's a bit different because he's back into the squad. He's playing really well. I'm happy for him because I think it relates to the performances that he's been putting in the season. It's quite clear at the moment he's in good form. I just hope that he comes back in one piece and we get the positive vibe that he's back in the squad.
Yeah, are there nerves around that after last time?
Well, every time's different. Listen, he was suffering a bit with his injury last time going into the summer. So Haji was trying because I know how deeply he cares to play for his country, and it didn't work out. Now he's in a better place than that. But of course, when your big players go away, then you naturally have nerves as a club manager, but you respect the fact that they're representing their country and their managers want them there. So that's what it is.
So your focus is clearly going to be obviously at the moment tomorrow, but then have you got plans to work with the group that are left behind through the international break, or do you take an actual break?
We'll prioritise recovery a lot because we're a small squad in this league, and we've had 3 games in a week going into it. We'll have 3 games in a week coming out of it. So we'll try and get the balance right from recovery, specifically for players that are playing a lot of minutes, and some work in the right way to keep us cooked, not undercooked. So that's our job.
And one final question from me. Unbeaten still. This start has been incredible. How are you reflecting on what the team have managed to perform from your first pre-season up to today?
Well, the performances have been really good. If there's a gripe on our side, it'll be we should have more points. Not from every game. Leicester was a tough game. Hull first game slightly cagey. I think we were the better side, but there are some games in there that we've drawn that we should have won. Coventry fans will know that we know that, but that is football, and performances are the thing that we really can try to control and put out, and we've done that. So that's really positive, and I think we've moved on from last year. We made big strides last year, which was really visible, but I think again, hopefully at this point we've made more. So that's due to the hard work that we put in. We're pretty much the similar squad to what we came in. We've had some incomings, but not so many. So we've had some continuity, but we're also, I think, seeing a lot of improvement, which is great. But we can never rest on that. It's important now that we say, well, what's next? What's more that we can do to get better? Because Millwall was really good, but it wasn't perfect, far from it. So we just always have to have that mindset. But at the moment, we're in a good place. But as I say, it's the next one that counts.
Fist bump looked good at the end.
Was that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that one? It looked like you did.
I enjoyed the result, yeah, for sure. I enjoyed because going to Millwall was really tough. Nothing can be expected. Our fans are great, and that they deserve interaction with the players and a little bit of me. It's just how it is.
So, have you had a good week?
Yeah, it's been a good week. Yeah.
Talk to me about how it felt to finally get on a football pitch wearing a Coventry City shirt?
Yeah, it felt great. It's been a long time coming. I feel like I've been here for ages now. So yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it.
Did it? How has it felt, sort of waiting for that opportunity to come?
No, I felt good, to be honest. I completely understand that the boys are on fire at the minute, so it's not a case of coming in and just getting thrown in straight away. You know, the boys are playing well, which is part of the reason why I wanted to come here. So I know I had to come here and earn my place in the team, really. So when that opportunity comes, I'm ready.
And obviously the travelling Sky Blue Army and the Sky Blue Army at CVS Arena are, as I'm sure you have now experienced, something pretty special. What was it like to sort of get that reception from them?
After the game?
Yeah,
it was unbelievable. I think, like you said, home and away so far, I've been blown away, really. It's such great support. Yeah, and it's amazing, you know, standing there after winning 4-0 was a great feeling.
I should think it was. What happened for the third goal? Because it looked like you were flat out in the penalty area and everyone's celebrating around you, and then somebody comes up and says, "We scored."
Yeah, no, that was my first question, was who scored. Yeah, I don't really just got punched in the head, I think, and then from there it's 3-0, so take it.
Perhaps not every week.
That's
how goals go.
Yeah, no, to be fair, once I heard him shout keepers, I just kind of knew this is going to hurt. So just hope for the best. And yeah, at least we scored from it. So.
Well, we did score from it, yeah. Did you manage to get up and round in time to do any of the celebrating at the end of that? Or were you just...
No, I was just stood there with Kitch. Kitch just asked me if I was alright. And I was just kind of thinking, who's just scored? Like, I heard, obviously, I was on the deck and I just heard everyone cheering. I was like, I hope they've not gone and counted.
As you're just sort of laying there. Can you, because it's the first time we've had the chance to talk to you, what was the appeal of Coventry City and joining here?
I just think, to be fair, now that I'm in the club, I've probably, the appeal of it's grown on me more. I think the appeal was already big, you know, I knew it had a good fan base, didn't understand quite how good it was, you know, that's probably surprised me a bit, how big the fan base is and how passionate and loud they actually are. Obviously I know it's a good team, which was another reason why I wanted to come here. And I think it's a team that's been up there and about the last few years, so the aim is to get out of the league, and that was a big reason why I wanted to come here.
And was there a pull in terms of manager Frank Lampard and etc.? I mean, the smile perhaps answers, but... Yeah,
listen, obviously I've played under a lot of good managers in my career so far, and yeah, I think Frank Lampard being here was probably a pull for me as a young manager, looking at what he's done from the outside, not just here, at other clubs as well. You know, he's done well at different places, so I think it was a pull to play under him and come here. And
you mentioned the sort of the kind of being taken by surprise a little by the fan base. Is it also the setup here? Is it the whole experience? Yeah, no,
I think it's more surprised that I've been at Ipswich for so long that you don't really know what to expect from other clubs when you've been at one club for so long. So I think that was probably more the surprising factor, is that it's so new to me that I think anything would have surprised me. But yeah, looking around here and down at the grounds, the facilities are good. So yeah, I wouldn't say surprised that I didn't expect it, but surprised it's just different.
Yeah. And how have you settled in?
Really well.
It looks as though everybody has a great time, working hard obviously, but...
Yeah, no, the squad, the boys, the staff, everyone around the building, it's really easy to get on with everyone, and I feel like I've settled in quite well, get on with the lads well, get on with the boss well, and the coach as well, so can't complain.
What are your ambitions whilst you're here? Have you set yourself any?
I think the ambition is just everyone on the same page, really, is that just try, work your best every day and see where it takes you. I don't think this early on in the season it's probably a good idea to be too narrowed down into what the goal is. Obviously you have it in your mind, you know what it is, but the reality is them goals come true just by working hard every day, and I think that's got to be the main thing that you've got to do, is just try your best every day and push the team, push the boys, and see where it takes you.
Yeah, we spoke to Josh Eccles last week, and he said that one of his was just in terms of getting more minutes, and then obviously he started the subsequent game.
Might have to try that one.
maybe it's being in this room, but Is it for you? Is it setting personal ambitions? Obviously, I think the team collectively fine. It's early on in the season, but for you, having come here, you got that opportunity. You had that debut. Finally, as you say,
Yeah.
is it now working on and off the pitch to try and say, "Excuse me, I'm here"?
Yeah, I think the boss knows I'm here. You know, I think there's a reason that I got brought into the building. I don't think, in that sense, it's a situation of hired. Like, do you know what I can do?
Yeah.
I think he's pretty clear and he knows what I can do. I know what I can do. It's more just, at the minute, I'm not too sure there is much I can do to get in the team if the boys keep playing on like that. You know, we've not conceded a goal in 3 games, blowing teams away 4-0, 3-0, keeping clean sheets, looking good. You know, I think it's just, for me at the minute, it's just a matter of being ready when that time comes, and I'm completely fine with that because, you know, I was at a club where, regardless of whether you took your opportunity or not, there was kind of a politics behind it that you weren't in the team for that reason or this reason, whereas here it's almost like, listen, Frank's told me the boys are doing a job that they're doing really well, so I've just got to wait for my time.
Well, and you can see that for yourself as well.
Yeah, and I completely respect that, and I think that's the best way to coach a football team.
Sheffield Wednesday away tomorrow. It is Friday tomorrow. 12:30. It's been a tight turnaround for everybody, as we all know. What kind of challenge do you expect from them tomorrow?
I think, listen, they're a team that's probably in hardship at the minute with the financial stuff that's going on, but on the pitch you can see they're a team that is playing for their fan base really, and they're putting everything into it, and they look like a team that's really together, and that every point means a hell of a lot to them, so it's going to be a difficult game going there. I think it's probably one that people from the outside will look at it and think Coventry flying, Sheffield Wednesday going for a bit of a hard time, but the reality of it is, on the pitch, none of that actually matters. It's like, it's 11 players going against 11 players, and their desire and their commitment this season is going to make it hard for us on Saturday.
Yeah, Frank Lampard was talking about the fact that players not being paid can actually have it depends on who you are, how you react to that, but it could galvanise and it could bring people together, and it can actually have I think that's probably the way they're going about it really. It looks like they're not sitting there and sulking about it, if you know what I mean. They're getting on with it, and to be fair play to them.